So there's no secret that out of all the rookies, the person that we're excited for the most is obviously Xavier Worthy. Now I know these aren't clips from training camp, these are clips from OTAs, but I kind of have to do this because there's not really no footage of training camp out yet, so I can't really, put together a video for it. But Xavier Worthy, he looks scary in training camp, and we're gonna go over some notes and a few, and some observations about Xavier Worthy and what he did in training camp. But first, let's just talk about what Xavier Worthy brings to this team. So obviously, Xavier Worthy, he broke the record, the 40-time record. I think it was 4.21. So we know that he's very, very fast and he could open up the offense. But what a lot of people sleep on is his route running. I mean, I know he was getting compared to John Ross, and they was like, oh, he's just speed. Most of these fast dudes never pan out. But Xavier Worthy, his route running is above average. It's above average. So he's not like them other people like John Ross or, them people that didn't pan out with his speed. He actually could run routes. He actually could get open. He actually has what it takes to be a good wide receiver in this league. So don't just call him a speed merchant. Don't think he's just speed, because that's where you mess up at. Because when you see what he could do on the field and we see him next season, don't be surprised that he's out there getting open. He's out there making great catches, contested catches, because his element and his skill set is definitely something that these other fast wide receivers just don't really have, And I'm not saying he's like Tyreek Hill, but he's definitely like a Deshaun Jackson, more of a Tyreek Hill. So, yeah, he's a Deshaun Jackson more than he would be a Tyreek Hill. He's not really a Tyreek Hill, but he's definitely like a Deshaun Jackson. And we know how good Deshaun Jackson was. And Andy Reid even said it himself, that Xavier Worthy is like a Deshaun Jackson. But let's get into what Xavier Worthy's been doing in OTAs. I mean, training camp, sorry. So Xavier Worthy. He has been making some things happen, right, in training camp. I mean, Jaden Hicks himself, who's the fellow rookie, he quoted, quote, he's definitely a deep threat guy. He could take the top off. He's going to be a fun watch this year. So Xavier Worthy is going to be a fun watch this year. I mean, his teammates even believe that. I'm pretty sure all of us believe that, because we see what he's doing. I mean, we see the speed, we see the route running. He's solid. He is solid. Now, obviously, he's not doing nothing too crazy, but he is still getting a few reps in. He's still getting a few reps in. I mean, his ankle is a little messed up. I think, his hamstring is a little messed up. So he's not doing like nothing crazy. He's not going fully hard, but he's definitely, doing something. So now let's talk about what Xavier Worthy actually did. So he was eased in, right, like Andy Reid said, but Worthy had the play of the day on a 50-50 ball from QB Ian Book, going to I think Nasir Johnson he went up against, going up against Nasir Johnson deep down the sideline. He brought in a pass as he fell to the ground. So you don't really see guys with that type of speed or that type of, quickness coming down with 50-50 balls. So I was going to show you that he's special, and you can't really say his game is just speed. His game is not just speed. He's special. He has a lot of potential all around. And Worthy also caught another pass during 7-on-7. Mahomes threw him a bad low pass in the flat, but Mahomes knew it was a bad ball, so he acknowledged it. He said, bad ball, good catch. So even though Worthy is not, getting the reps that we want to see, he's still doing what has to be done and what we expect him to do. And he's still putting in, good reps, like a 50-50 ball. That's big right there, especially when you're having a play of the day. That's on a bad hamstring. And then catching a bad pass is going to show you that. Because some wide receivers, they don't have the mentality. They'll see a bad pass and they'll just give up on the play. McCole Hardman did that in one of the games. But Worthy, bad pass, he still caught it. So that's why Mahomes definitely saluted him for that. And this is what Worthy had to say about his hamstring. It's getting better as I go. It's going to continue getting better. I just want to be able to. I just want to be able to be out there with the guys and keep working. So that's definitely something to be on the lookout for, man. But Worthy, great player. I'm not trying to sit here and just, make things up. So if y'all don't believe that Worthy got that pass or whatever, y'all could definitely go look. And y'all could also go on Twitter and search up by PJ Green, and they'll show you some videos of Worthy taking some reps. I mean, he had some drops, don't get me wrong, but it happens. It happens in training camp. So them drops don't really, don't get mad about them drops, because drops happen. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely be covering some more of the players, because it's other players in training camp that's doing pretty solid already. The first day, and that's like Lewis Reese-Hammett, that's Jared Wiley. And this is where it all starts. I mean, this is where the quest and the hunt to the three-peat starts. It starts with training camp, because that's when everybody's gonna, put in their reps. Everybody gonna put in their reps, practice hard. This is when they really start finding the identity of the team that they are and what they're gonna do for the next season. So training camp is always a big deal, and I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait for everything. Can't wait for the season. Can't wait for preseason. But training camp is definitely a good start. So we have some type of Chiefs content to monitor and look forward to. Preseason, that's next month. I'm pretty sure. I think next month. So that's gonna be also fun. That's not too far away, the preseason, to be honest with you. And the NFL itself is definitely not too far away. September 5th. So after this month, I hope July just flies by quick, and then we in August, and then we just on the countdown until September 5th. And that'll be solid, being on the countdown until September 5th. And yeah, for sure. But Worthy, stud, there's not more to say. He's definitely been impressive so far, just in anything, OTAs, training camp, and knowing that he's not just speed, like how some people think, a lot of people like the stereotype, oh yeah, Worthy's just speed. But Worthy's not just speed, and that's what people need to realize, and that's what people need to get in their heads, because when you think he just speed, he gonna show y'all. He gonna show y'all how good of a route runner he is. He gonna show y'all the catches he can make. Just can't wait for Worthy to prove people wrong. It's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this throughout the whole training camp.